Hey guys, my name is Ray, and today's the day that we're going to be breaking down the second promo that was released last night. Now, if you guys haven't, you guys can check out my previous promo where I, broke down the Tyrion one, where Tyrion is talking. And in this one, I am super excited to break it down. So let's dig right into this. Here's the clip, and then let's talk about it.
Think back to where we started. Now it's just us. We need to end this war. This goes beyond loyalty. This is about survival.
Now, this one is very, very interesting. And remember, guys, all of these clips, for the most part, are in the first 2 episodes, I believe. So that's why I don't think they've done anything too sexy, you know what I mean? And that's why I think that they're mostly all around the same theme a little bit. The war and Jon learning his parentage. That's what I think these trailers are all around. We see Jon at the Godswood of Winterfell. And as the camera pans around, we see Arya right behind Jon Snow, right? And possibly at this point, he might be Aegon Targaryen. And I think that by this point, he already knows of his parentage. And I think that Arya has come to comfort Jon and to remind him that they are still siblings and still family at the end of the day. And the reason that I think that is because, yes, it would be nice if they met here for the first time, but we've seen clips of Arya looking at the dragons arriving at Winterfell, and we've seen, Sansa and Bran and already all of them waiting for Daenerys and Jon receiving them at Winterfell, a la Robert in the pilot. So I think that Arya is going to be there as well. But I think that this scene, it looks a little bit more like Jon is brooding. He looks a little bit like sad in this as well, and a bunch of the promo stuff we've got of him is him brooding and brooding. So since he's brooding here and he's at the Godswood where we know Ned used to go and, represents the gods and, what he believes in, I think that basically Arya is here just to comfort him. Kind of like what he did for Theon in the previous season. I think that that's what Arya is going to be doing, especially since she's the closest to him. We then later hear Samuel Tarly say, think back to where we started. And of course, then we hear Jon, because that's possibly the only person he could say that to, because he started with Jon. And it says, now it's just us. Then we hear Jon say, we need to end this war. And we know that Jon has had this in the back of his mind. He's been thinking about this forever, the battle against the dead. And he has so much on his plate right now. It should be very interesting to see how he deals with everything, how he breaks everything apart and breaks everything down. We did see in the other promo that him and Daenerys look to be, I don't know, a little bit weird, estranged maybe. He walks away from her and it's a little bit of a weird vibe there, but it should be interesting for sure. And as we hear this, we see him blowing out a candle in front of his mother Lyanna's statue. And the way that we know this is Lyanna's statue, because we don't actually see her face or the statue, is that we know that Ned is in the background of this, and we know that Ned is right next to Lyanna's statue. So that's dope. By this point, that means that he knows his mother, maybe. Maybe he's just, making the rounds, setting up the candles in the crypt right before a battle. So that should definitely be interesting. I'm mad excited, man. It's crazy. I'm excited for the battles and stuff, but I really want to see how these characters interact and react with each other, and it's going to be insane. Then, basically, to close it off of the new stuff, we get a whole bunch of stuff that we've already seen, and then we hear Jaime say, this goes beyond loyalty. This is about survival. And I think that's going to be huge because, as we saw last season, he left Cersei behind. He's not up for that sucker shit that Cersei's on. You know what I mean? He really wants to help the living. He wants to keep his oath, his promise to help the living and to fight for the living. So it's interesting. It should be interesting. I have a lot of thoughts on Jaime as of recently and how I think he might go out or how he might end his storyline. I'll probably make a video about that soon, but I'm pretty excited, guys. Let me know in the comment section down below. What do you guys think about these promos? Did you guys see something that I did not? Probably you guys did, because there's always something hidden, but since it's such low quality, I didn't want to dig too much. You know what I mean? I didn't want to stretch things out. But as always, guys, it's a true pleasure. My name is Ray, and peace.